Hey guys, it's Susan. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a really fabulous day. So far, so good over this way. Today I want to show you how to make these really pretty, delicate spring blossom earrings. So pretty. Let's get started. To get started making your beautiful earring, you're going to need rose quartz, briolette. You're going to need your earring backing, an eye pin, a small bead. This is 3 millimeters. You're going to need some crystals. These are like a white matte crystal and 3 millimeters. You'll also need some supplemax, and you'll need a piece of 24 gauge wire. I'm going to cut my supplemax 12 inches, and then we're going to start by taking 3 of your beads and stringing them on, and I'm going to bring them down to the middle of my thread like this. Then I'm going to take the 4th bead, put it on, and I'm going to hang on to it and cross it over like that. So I've got a crisscross, and then I'm going to pull it down. So you have something that looks like this. What we have to do is check our placement at the bottom to make sure it's kind of even. So this is way off. So I'm going to pull this down so my tops are even, and then I'm going to go ahead and adjust my bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect because I have a lot of thread that I'm using, but I want it to be somewhat in the middle. Okay, that looks better. Then I'm going to take 1 bead, put it on the left side, 1 bead, put it on the right side, and bring it down. Then I'm going to take my 3rd bead, put it on my left side, and then I'm going to do my crossover again with my right side going into the bead and then pulling. So now we should have something that looks like this. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing one more time. Put 1 bead on the left, 1 bead on the right, bring it down, put 1 bead on the left, and then cross it over and pull my strings. Okay, so we have something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do, bringing our ends up at the top together again, we're going to put 1 on the left, 1 on the right, bring it down to the bottom, but we're not going to add another bead. What we're going to do is take our wire and cross it through the tip of the first one that we made, the first bead. So I've got my wire coming out of the top. I'm going to push it through my first bead and pull that. Now I'm going to take the other side and do it the same way. I'm going to cross it over the same bead that I crossed. So I'm going to come on through. Pull it. And now you have your ball. Isn't that cute? To secure the ball, I'm going to go ahead and thread it through a couple of the beads. Then I'm going to go ahead and tie it with an overhand knot. I'm going to do it about 2 times, or maybe 3 times. Yeah, I think I'll do it 3 times. Pull it tight. Then finding the knot that I just made, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, the excess thread. I'm going to get as close as I can to the knot. And then I'm going to use my GS Hypo Cement, putting a dab right on the knot. And then I can just let this dry. Okay, so once you have your bead ball done, then we're going to start working on the body of the earring. So what I need to do with this strand is I actually need to go in and match this one. It doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhat symmetrical to this one. So this one looks pretty, or even this one. I think I'll go with this one. So I'm gonna cut this, cut my wire, and then use this one. To wrap the briolette, we're gonna need the 24 gauge wire, and I'm gonna cut about 3 inches of wire. I'm gonna go through the side, come down about 1/3 of the way from either side. This is my left side. I'm going to bring the wire up. And then on this side, do the same thing, bring the wire up. So I have a crisscross at the top, like that. Then with my chain nose pliers, I'm going to hang on to the crisscross at the top. And I'm going to go ahead and take my gemstone and twist it around. Like that. So I just went around 1 time. I'm going to bring this side down and this side down. I'm going to cut off the shorter wire. And then with a longer wire, I'm going to make my loop. So I'm going to bring in my round nose pliers. I'm going to bring the wire up, over, down, rotate, and bring the wire to the back. And then I'm going to straighten out so my loop is on top of my gemstone. Hanging onto my loop, I'm going to use my flat pliers and I'm going to go ahead and wire wrap around. I'm going to cut off the excess and pinch down my burr. opening up my eye pin by twisting it open. I'm going to hang on my briolette, close it down, then I'm going to pick up my bead ball and I'm going to look for the center of it. There's a definite center in the ball. So we're going to look for the center. It's right there. It's a lot wider than the rest of the spaces. So I'm going to go through there. I'm going to come out the top. Put my little bead, my gold bead on the top. And I'm going to look at the way that this earring is positioned. So it's like this, and the hole's front facing. So I'm going to make my loop from front to back. So what I'm going to do first is make sure that this is straight, because I want the briolette dangling in the front like this. Then I'm going to bring the wire to the back. I'm going to cut off so I have about 1 centimeter of wire. Then I'm going to roll my loop. I'm going to open up the loop that I just made, slip on my earring, and close it up. So pretty, right? I want to show you these. These I made with 2 of the balls, and instead of using a briolette at the end, I just ended it, and so this is a flathead pin with a spacer, the bead ball, and a spacer, and then it's connected to the next bead ball going up. So these are made the same way as these, except you don't have the briolette at the end, and you're using a flathead pin right here at the end. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give these a try. They are so pretty, perfect for the spring. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. See you again next time.